Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Guys, in this video, I will be discussing the coding questions which were asked in Accolite digital exam. This video is specifically for 2023 batch students because the Accolite digital exams are still going on. Many of you have your exams today also, tomorrow also. So make sure that you are watching this video till the end. And guys, do not forget to hit this subscribe button as well as the like button for this channel because I am making videos on daily basis about different companies which are hiring, their hiring processes, the questions which are getting asked in them, the interview experiences of those companies. So make sure that you're not missing any of these updates and are present on this channel. Please hit that subscribe button. So guys, now let's start this video, and before starting the video, please hit the like button.
Guys, in previous videos also I have told you about this app that is Next Level by Unacademy. It is India's gaming based hiring platform on which you play coding competitions among your friends and random app users. The more you play the coding competitions, the more is the rating, and based on the rating there are different jobs that gets unlocked on this platform. I have also played lot of coding competitions recently and also uploaded few videos regarding it, so make sure that you check out those also. And guys, Next Level has also introduced new feature that is Next Level Seasons. In this, a leaderboard will be maintained for every month. Based on your matches in those months, you will get a rank in that leaderboard, and top 3 will get gifts like Apple MacBook, Apple iPad Mini, and Amazon Kindle. Guys, companies like KPMG, Cashify are hiring through this platform. So do download the app now. Once you download the app, you will be part of waitlist. The sooner you join the app, the sooner you will be able to play the games. And if you will use my invite code that is in the description box, you will get an early access to this app. So make sure that you download today only.
Okay, so guys, first of all, I will be reading the question, then I will be discussing the approach of that question, and then finally I will be discussing writing the code for this question in this video. Okay, so make sure to watch this video till the end. So let me just read the question first. So you are given a string S containing just the characters. Okay, these are the characters which are present. These are 6 type of characters which are present. Determine if the input string is valid. So what are the conditions for validating the input string? These are 3 conditions that are given to us. First is open bracket must be closed by the same type of bracket. What it means that if you have an open bracket like this, so it must be closed by this bracket only, not by this bracket or not by this bracket. Okay, so first condition is this. Next is open bracket must be closed in the correct order. So again, must be closed in correct order means first bracket is like this, second bracket is like this, then it is this, then the fourth bracket is like this. So you can see that this is the correct order for closing the brackets. That is, this particular bracket is closing this bracket, and then this particular bracket is being closed by this bracket. Okay, so let's just see another example for this type of case. If it is like this, so it is not a valid string, because see, first of all, once this is opened, first this should be closed and then this particular bracket should be closed, then only it will be a valid case. Okay, now what is the third thing to check for valid case? Every closed bracket has a corresponding open bracket of the same type. So if we have a closed bracket like this, it should have an open bracket like this. It should not happen that if we have closed bracket like this, so there is an open bracket like this, or there is an open bracket like this, or there must be an open bracket like this. So this is also a not valid case. Only valid case here is that every closed bracket must be accompanied by the open bracket that should be before it and in the correct order as discussed above. Okay, so I hope now the question is clear to you. I know there will be little bit confusions regarding what we are trying to see here. So let me just take different examples that are given to us in the question. So first is, we will simply have to return that we will be given an input string. We'll simply have to return whether that input string is valid or not. So first string is this. So if the string is valid, if it follows all the 3 things that are given to us. Okay, here it is, open bracket must be closed by the same type of bracket. So here it is the open bracket, here it is the closed bracket, so it is getting closed with the same type of bracket. So first condition is fulfilled. Next is open bracket must be closed in the correct order. Open bracket must be closed in the correct order. That is, for getting closed about this bracket, first it should be open. So here you can see the order is correct. First it is open, then only it is closed. Next condition is every closed bracket has a corresponding open bracket of the same type. So every closed bracket, here is the closed bracket, has the open bracket of the same type. So here all the 3 validations have been successful, so therefore we are returning true in this particular case. Let's just see another example. There are 2 to 3 examples that I will be telling you. Okay, so okay, so this is the example 2. So here again you can see all the 3 conditions must be fulfilled. Open bracket must be closed by the same type of bracket. Open bracket are closed by the same type of bracket. You can see uh, this particular thing is valid. Next is open bracket must be closed in the correct order. Here the order is also correct. First this bracket was open, then this bracket was closed, then this bracket was open, then this bracket was closed, and so on. Every closed bracket has a corresponding open bracket of the same type. So again this condition is also fulfilled in this. So it is a, in this we will return true. Okay, let's just see the next example. So here again, if any of the one of the conditions out of the 3 are false, then in the end we'll return false. So first open bracket must be closed by the same type of bracket. Open bracket is not getting closed by the same type of bracket. Okay, so here the condition first is false. So if only one condition is false, then also we will return false only. So I hope now the question is clear to you. Now let's just dive into the coding part. Why coding part? Because see, once you see the code, it will be very simple to understand what actually is happening. Okay, what actually is happening. So first of all, let me just quickly give you an overview of the approach that we'll be using. Let me just tell you about the approach that we will be using. Okay, so approach here is, let me just take some example. It will be like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, so now see what we'll be using, which data structure we will be using. We will be using data structure called as stack. We will be using data structure stack. What we will do, we will be traversing this particular string. Whenever we get an open bracket, it doesn't matter of any type. Whenever we get an open bracket of any type, then what we'll do, we will simply put that inside the stack. So this is our stack data structure. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll iterate over the string, and whenever we get any open bracket of any type, we will simply insert that into the stack. So while iterating, you can see here it is open bracket, so we have inserted open bracket in the stack. Next is this open bracket of this type, simply we have inserted this particular thing in our stack. Next thing is this open bracket. Okay, then we have inserted this in the stack. Okay, now what happens, now what will we do when we approach a closing bracket? Because see, all open brackets were like this. Now we are starting to approach a closing bracket. Okay, so now what is our current bracket? So see, this is our current bracket, this is a closed bracket. What we will do now, we will check, this is the closed bracket. Okay, now we will check that same type of open bracket should be present on the top of the stack. Since current element is this, we must check in the stack that the open bracket of same type must be present on the top of the stack. So here in this case it is present, it is present. Okay, so it is present, so we will simply remove this from the stack. Okay, we'll simply remove this from the stack. Next we are iterating on the next element, that is this element. So again we will checking that this is a closed bracket, so same type of closed bracket, same type of open bracket must be present on the top of the stack. So here again it is present, so we will remove it. Now we will be iterating again here. So what we'll do, we will check the same type of bracket but in open condition must be present on the top of the stack. So here it is present, so we will remove it also. So at the end our stack is empty. If our stack is empty at the end of the traversal, it means that this entire string was the valid string. Now let me just give you a case where this string is not valid. Like this particular case, you can see here string is not valid. So first 3 elements are the open bracket, they will simply go inside this stack. Okay, simply go inside the stack like this. Now we are again traversing over the closed bracket. So this is the closed bracket, same type of open bracket must be present, so it is present, simply we will remove from the stack. Next is this closed bracket, same type of open bracket is present in the stack, we will simply remove it. Next is this bracket. Now this bracket is a closed bracket, is same type of open bracket is present on the top of the stack. The answer is no, because on the top of the stack this element is present and we are expecting that this element should be present on the top of the stack. So here our string is not valid and we will simply return false. Why? Because we didn't find the same type of open bracket on the top of the stack, we are simply returning false. So I hope now the approach is also clear to you. If there are certain doubts, let's just dive into the coding part so that more things can be clear to you. Okay, so guys, let's just see the coding part now. Okay, so guys, for saving time, I've already written the code. Okay, so let me just explain you line by line how this code will work. So first of all, we are taking string as input, C in string. Okay, then we are taking stack data structure. Now to use this inbuilt stack data structure, you will have to import this library, that is hash include bit slash stdc plus plus dot h. This is code in C plus plus. Okay, now we are taking a variable that will denote whether our input string is valid or not. So initially we are assuming that our input string is valid. Okay, so therefore we have taken this variable int is valid equivalent to 1, because initially we are thinking that our string is valid. Now what we'll do, we'll simply iterate over our string, that is I equivalent to 0, I less than str dot length I plus plus. Then I have told you that if we encounter an open bracket, then straightforward we will push it in the stack. So this is the if condition for it. If we encounter any type of open bracket, if we encounter, then we'll simply push that character inside this stack. Okay, now the problem comes when we hit the close bracket. Now when we hit the close bracket, what I have told you, we will have to find that same type of open bracket is present. So for example, if we have hit this close bracket, then we have to find that same type of open bracket should be present on the top of the stack. That is, our top of the stack should look like this. Okay, so if this is the case that we have encountered a close bracket and our same type of open bracket is present on the stack's top, then what we'll do, we are simply popping this element. As I have told you, we will simply pop this element and we'll move ahead. So here is the case. If our current element is the close bracket of this type, then first of all we'll have to check whether the stack top has the same type of open bracket. If that is the case, then we are simply doing st.pop, that is, we are removing the top element from the stack. Okay, else if this is not the case, then what we are doing, we know that now this string is not valid, because see, whenever we hit an approach like this, like we have are on this particular close bracket, now we check that on the top of the stack other type of open bracket is present, then in this case we straight away say that it is false, the string is not valid. So therefore we have done is valid equivalent to 0, and we are simply break out of the loop, because no other condition have to be checked now, because once the one condition is false, then all the next conditions will be false only. So we will simply break out of the loop. So this is done for the one type of bracket. Similarly, other else ifs are for the different types of bracket. They are doing the same thing but for the different type of brackets. Okay, now once we are out of the loop, our is valid will contain whether a string is valid or not. But there is one more case which we ignore, that is, what about this case? Okay, what about this case? Let me just tell you. Okay, so in this case what will happen, first of all we will go here. Okay, first of all we will go here and we'll insert it in this stack, then we will go here and we will remove this from the stack. Okay, then again we will go here and we'll insert this element in our stack. Till now our is valid will be 1 only, because we have not encountered any condition which is not filling. So till now our is valid is 1, but we know that this particular string is not a valid string. So what we'll do after the loop is over, we will check whether a stack is empty or not. If a stack is not empty, then it means that the string is not valid, that is this case. Okay, otherwise our string will remain valid. Then again we are simply printing true or false. If our is valid is 1, then print true, otherwise print false. Let me just run certain test cases for you. Let me just run first of all true test case, that is this one. Let me just run it. So it will give us true, otherwise we will be expecting a false answer from here. Let's just see. So here you can see it is given true. Okay, next test case is like this. We'll simply run it and now it should give us false. So guys, I know it will give us false only. Let's just wait. And guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel till now, please subscribe it, because more such videos, more such interview experiences, more such hiring videos I will be posting on this channel. Do not miss any of these updates. Do hit that subscribe button as well as the like button for this channel, and do join the Telegram groups that are given in the description box. So here our answer has come out to be false. So guys, it will pass all the test cases that will be given to you. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and do share this video among your friends also.